All right, guys, this video is sponsored by Panda Subs. Go to pandasubs.com. Use the promo code 49ers. A little promo code I whipped up for you guys here that gets you 30% off your order, which is a crazy good deal for some high-quality supplements. Pandasubs.com, promo code 49ers. It's down below in the description box. All right, next question here from John. With this COVID, do you see the Niners keeping 3 quarterbacks again? You know what? Great question. I would have said no 2 months ago. Right now, yeah, I think so. There are reports around the National Football League, I think it was from Pro Football Focus, saying that some teams are thinking about the idea of quarantining a quarterback, keeping him separate from the team in the event that multiple quarterbacks become diagnosed positive with coronavirus. Now, as we've seen statistically, right, the majority of football-age people in the world will not have a really difficult time with coronavirus. Not 100% guaranteed, but it's like 97 to 98% of guys will be just fine. We've already seen a lot in the MLB. Guys test positive, they're back in a couple of days with negative tests. However, if Garoppolo tests positive, you still got to quarantine him for like 14 days and have negative tests. So maybe you want to keep a quarterback on the bench. So yeah, they might keep 3. Beathard and Mullins would be good options there. Dane asked, do we need to improve? What do we need to improve most this season? Good question. There isn't a lot. I'd say Jimmy G less picks. How about that? 13's not a lot, but get that down to 9, and you're really cooking with a peanut oil here. They'd be fantastic. So yeah, get him down a little bit. Not a lot to improve on a Super Bowl almost winning team. Little dude, LOL. Wow. Asked which player in our secondary most improved this season. Easy. Emmanuel Mosley. And I mean, most improved. He was very good and started in every single playoff game last year, including the Super Bowl. So he's not going to make a mega improvement. He's not going to be Richard Sherman 2.0, but he's going to be very good. He's going to hold down the fort. I am banking a lot on Emmanuel Mosley. I put my professional reputation on him being good all off season. So hopefully he stands up to where I am putting him. But I think it'll be Emmanuel Mosley because everyone else was good last year. Mosley was a little up and down, but I put my money on Emmanuel Mosley. Think we'll have a Super Bowl hangover? No. Now, there are a lot of teams have had Super Bowl hangovers, right? A lot of good teams have had them. But really, if you are a complete football team like the 49ers, the odds of a Super Bowl hangover are very, very slim. You'll see it a lot. Teams will get to the Super Bowl, and then the following year lose a ton of players in free agency. 49ers lost basically nobody. They added players this year. That's why I don't see a Super Bowl hangover, but a good question overall. Super chat from the Hitman. Super chats are guaranteed on the show. He says, when they talk about Jimmy G's TD-NT ratio, how can they never mention the 5 or so that were perfectly catchable balls? Just because they don't show up in the statistics, right? And the majority of people who are on ESPN or on NFL Network didn't watch every single Jimmy Garoppolo throw like you and I did during the 49ers season. So we understand a lot of these are drops, but the stats don't show that, and so that's why you have a 27-13 TD-INT ratio. It stinks. That's how the national media works. Okay, like this video if you guys are pumped that today is day 1 of training camp. And guess what? Little tidbit bonus news. No 49ers have opted out of playing in the 2020 season. We've seen it happen with a couple of Patriots. Marquise Goodwin, a former 49er. The Eagles, he opted out. The 49ers are all there. They're all good to go, and they're all going to play. Like this video if you guys are excited about that. If the 49ers, obviously excited to be back for the start of training camp, which is today. They're there right now. It's fantastic. Jameer, I think is how you say your name. I like your LeBron logo, though. That's cool. How many yards for Brandon Ayuk? I've said like 600. Listen, I can't think of a rookie wide receiver who balled out over 1,000 yards since Odell Beckham did his first year, where he had to catch, in Sunday Night Football against the Cowboys, and it was fantastic. The odds of Brandon Ayuk being a 1,000-yard receiver rookie year is like 0. There's just no shot at it. But 600 yards is very doable, and that's where I would go with Brandon Ayuk for my prediction. 600 yards is still very good for a rookie wide receiver. Is Dre Greenlaw a star in the making? I don't know. I don't know the answer to this question. Star is very different from good player, right? Good starting caliber player, yes. Star, like Fred Warner is a star in the making. He already is a star, but really national media-wise, he's a star in the making. Greenlaw has the star potential. Not there yet. Give me 1 more year of Dre Greenlaw. I want to see him perform a lot in year 2. Let's see. John, do you see our DBs playing more man this year with Woods being with Cleveland? No, I think they'll probably keep it the same. They do a good mix of zone and man. They're more of a zone team than a man team. I don't see a lot more man, but it wouldn't hurt them if they tried it, so I wouldn't really worry about it. Okay, question for you guys here. Current 49er players. Just again, no Steve Young, no Joe Montana, no Jerry Rice. Favorite 49er player right now? Let me know who it is in the comment section. Is it Kittle? Is it Garoppolo? Is it somebody else? I'm pumped to have Raheem Mostert back. I might even type Raheem Mostert down in the chat right now because I just loved how he played last year. Favorite 49er player, let me know down below in the comments section. And while you're there, click on that link for the brand new sponsor here at 49er Support, Panda Subs, and their 30% off promo code that I have for you guys here right now. Helps with focus, energy, the pump, everything you do in the gym. This will help you out, help you get bigger and stronger. PandaSubs.com. Promo code is 49ers. You get 30% off your first order for their natural workout. Again, high quality stuff. There's no colors, preservatives, all that nastiness. You get it like GNC. And this is real deal. PandaSubs.com. Promo code is 49ers. Okay, more questions obviously here on our 49ers report. Alex says, who do you think? What do you think Jimmy G at 43? And where would you put Kittle? What do you think of Jimmy G at 43? At 40, a Jimmy at 40, is that like age? Jimmy at the age of 43? I have no idea what that question is asking. Right? Top, NFL top 100. I was like, Jimmy G at the age of 43. Good Lord, it's like 10 years from now. It's too high. Like, let's just be honest. Let's just tell it as it is. It's ridiculous. But there are a lot of ridiculous people in the top 100. Todd Gurley was like 51. Todd Gurley doesn't have knees. Like, he can't even walk. Why is Todd Gurley at 51? Why is Josh Allen in the top 100? Who put Dak Prescott at 46? Like, there are a lot of ridiculous people and ridiculous spots in the NFL top 100. I don't want to complain that Jimmy G's there at 43 because he did have a very good year. But you got to tell me Jimmy G's the 43rd best player in the NFL right now? Really? Really? I don't buy it. I think anywhere between 60 and 90 would have been a good spot for Jimmy G. He can improve on that and get to the top 50 this year. But again, am I going to complain about it? No, it's fine. There are some ridiculous people being ranked way too high. Why is Todd Gurley at 51? It makes no sense. Would you trade for Mahomes? What are you going to trade? Like the entire organization? You trade every single player to get Patrick Mahomes? No, they're not going to trade for Patrick Mahomes. What kind of crazy question is that, Smith? I don't understand. If you want to ask me more crazy questions, follow me on Twitter. You see the link down below right there, at Real Thomas Mott, my Twitter handle. You guys can ask me ridiculous questions like the one Smith just asked right there. There's no way they trade for Patrick Mahomes. Are you crazy? Not a chance. Paul, give me a reason. There you go. This is better. Greenlaw is Navarre Bowman 2.0. Too early to say. I hope so. It's too early to say. Guys, I'm telling you, people can have one good year. Back it up. Give me 2 good years, and we'll start talking about who you're compared to, all right? Really good first year. Give me a really good second year at the same time. Okay. Be sure to subscribe to 49ers Report. As you see, we're sitting there right there at 26,508 current subs as we approach our 30K. Can we get 30K by the start of the NFL season? Maybe. We're close, right? We're about a month and a half away. Start of the NFL season. It's coming. Give me a subscribe down below. Click that big red button. That way you guys are notified when we jump on here for the latest videos. All right, a few more questions here. Let's see. 49ers Kid asked, what you think 49 records will be? I think 14-2. Man, 14-2 is not going to happen. There's just no way. I say 11 wins. 11-5 is where I'm at right now because of how good the NFC West is, right? 14-2 is nearly impossible. How many teams go 14-2 every single year? Not a lot. 13 wins is like the most you get in an NFL season. Excuse me. I think right there at 11 still wins the division, but as honest and as an honest prediction for where I see the 49ers being in 2020. Orlando, friend of the show, would Niners give long-term deal to Richard Sherman? No, I hope not. The longest deal I'd give him is 3 years. He's just too old, right? He says he thinks he has 2 good years left. Give him a 3-year deal with some bonus incentives, and boom, that's it. 4-year, 5-year, you're crazy. He won't be around for 5 years. He's too old. What would it take for you to trade Richard Sherman? Geez, I don't know. Nothing? A first-round draft pick? I don't know. No one's going to trade for Richard Sherman, though, so I wouldn't even worry about it. No one's going to trade for him. Don't even worry about it. Claude asked, do you think Trent Taylor will be the top 3 receivers on the team? No, but Richie James and Debo could be out for an extended period of time, so maybe. And as we keep saying, Trent Taylor has told us in the offseason how great he's going to be this year, so hopefully he proves it. But top 3, I hope the top 3 is Debo, Hurd, and Ayuk, but I guess if Debo's going to be hurt for a couple games, then sure, maybe Trent Taylor, but I would not bank on it. I will bank on this. This is big time that Raheem Mostert is back. Who has a better year, Mostert or Coleman? I think it'll be Raheem Mostert, but if you think it'll be Tevin Coleman, let me know. Type TC down below. It'll be Mostert. Type RM down below. Give me those comments in the comments section. Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year next year. Possible. I mean, it's a very real possibility, but Aaron Donald exists, right? Jamal Adams exists. There are some great cornerbacks that exist. I mean, there are a lot of good defensive players. He's got to 15, 16 sacks where you got to be for Defensive Player of the Year. So I'd love to see it, but there are a lot of other pass rushers trying to get sacks on the 49ers, so I would not bank on it. Let's see. Who is going to have the biggest jump on the 49ers? Like team-wise? Like who they're going to play? Early on in the schedule, the Eagles are going to be difficult week 4, but a little bit later on, you have that stretch of Rams, Patriots, Seahawks. There are a lot of good teams. Seattle is probably the best team on the schedule. You obviously play the Rams twice, play the Cardinals twice. I'd say Seattle if I had to pick one, but I think the 49ers should be favored in the majority of their games. Let's see. Lil Dude would ask, how would you rank a running back core in the NFC? The entire core is good. It's a top 5 in the NFC easily. I'm trying to think of another 1-2 punch that's really good in the NFC because there are a lot of good running backs. Seattle honestly has a pretty good running back core. I'd take Mostert over what they have with Chris Carson. So I'd say top 5, probably 3 or 4. I don't know. Interesting question.